welcome to my channel. So basically, as you can tell by the title, I am 17 and pregnant, and this channel is basically just gonna be like sharing my journey with you guys, and what it's like to be a teenager and pregnant. So obviously just like telling you my kind of story, and taking you through my journey, and just for like other pregnant teenagers who are going through the same boat, to kind of get a glimpse of what it's like, not what it's like, but like from another person's perspective, basically. So I am from Scotland, so since I have been pregnant, I have been watching quite a few teen mums, but I've kind of realised that it's kind of like there's not really anybody from Scotland. Well, there is, but like it's kind of like teen mums from England, so I kind of wanted to video my experience with you guys. So this is just because I know I love watching videos, and I love doing YouTube, and I actually did upload a couple of videos years ago, but I kind of just stopped because I didn't feel like I had any kind of like reason to film. So but I do like filming. So basically this is just my journey. So basically the way I found out that I was pregnant was I didn't really have any like known symptoms, so I wasn't being sick or like any of like the morning sickness, but the only kind of symptom I had was that I was tired all the time. I just felt so run down, I didn't have any energy, and I felt sick in the morning, or like I felt sick like as soon as I woke up, but I was never sick. So yeah, so I am currently 15 weeks and 2 days, and yeah, I'm not been sick once. It's just kind of like the feeling sick that was like, so it was horrible. And basically because I had that kind of symptom of feeling sick in the morning, obviously like morning sickness isn't just to do with morning, but because I was feeling sick in the morning, I thought, right, okay, I'm going to take a pregnancy test. So I did take one, and I took one before I actually had an interview for a job, and it came back positive. Now, yeah, me and my partner were sexually active, but we did take precautions, so obviously using contraception. I did have appointments to go and get the pill, which is the contraceptive pill, and things like that. No, I did do that. Well, I did go to the appointment. I was meant to get the implant rod thing, but then obviously it was a bit too late. So yeah, so I found out that I was pregnant on, let me just check, I've got it written down. So I can't remember when it was, but I found out when I was 5 weeks, basically, and it was in January. So it was the 11th of January that I took the test, and it was in the morning, so it was about 10 o'clock in the morning, I think it was, because I had an interview for a job before then for a nursery, and I took the test and it came back positive, and the first kind of initial thought was, okay, cry, because me and my partner did speak about this, and it isn't something that we wanted, not like in a bad way, but we kind of didn't really want it to happen. So it was kind of like, right, okay, cry, because I don't know what kind of what kind of situation I'm going to be in with my partner, and that was kind of my first initial thought. Then I went through and I showed it to my mum, and she was like happy. She was actually very happy. She was kind of over the moon. She was like, okay, I'll support you and I'll be beside you, and she was like really excited. And yes, I was happy that she was happy, but obviously I wasn't like over the moon, because obviously I didn't really want a child at this age. I didn't really want a child at all, but obviously things happen for a reason, so it's obviously fate telling me that I am meant to have a child at this age. So yeah. So the morning that I took the test, obviously it came back positive, and I didn't really have any time to process it because I obviously needed to go to the interview. So I went to the interview and I done it, and I came back. I was like, right, okay, I need to phone my partner and tell him. So I phoned him. Well, I actually texted him saying I've got something really important to tell you. And then he phoned and he was kind of like really worried, and he's kind of like, oh, are you breaking up with me? And I was like, no, but I am pregnant. And he was kind of like really shocked. He didn't really know what to say. He was like, oh, okay. And he actually stopped his work to come down so that we could have a chat about what we were going to do, because we didn't know what we were going to do at this point. I didn't know if we were keeping it. We didn't know if we were getting rid of it, and as in getting rid of it, I mean having an abortion. But abortion never really crossed my mind. As soon as I found out, I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna be a mum, and it didn't really come across my mind really. It was kind of like, you know, I've got myself into this mess, not into a mess obviously, but I've got myself into a situation, and I need to take responsibility for my actions, because actions have consequences. So yeah, I did tell him when we came down. I did say that I didn't want to get rid of it, and he was kind of shocked, because when we did speak about it, we did kind of say, okay, if it ever came along, then you know, we wouldn't have the baby, and things like that. But once you see them two lines, and then you start thinking, oh my god, I've got something inside of me, like I've got something going inside of me, that's part of me, it kind of makes you think a lot different. So it's easier said than done to say that you're going to get an abortion, and then when you see them two lines and actually process it in your mind, it kind of like it completely goes out of your mind, because then you go into, okay, I'm gonna be a mum, what am I gonna do, kind of thing. And like, I'm not against abortion, I'm not with it, but I'm not against it, because at the end of the day, like, to be against it, I think it's like, you know, you've made that, your actions have consequences, and this is the consequence of your actions for being silly and not responsible and all that, and then, but to be with it, it's kind of like, well, if you don't want it, you know, accidents can happen, you know, like, you know, you do what's best for you, kind of thing. So I'm half and half with that. But I just know from the second of seeing them lines that I just couldn't get rid of it. My heart was with this baby already. I've always been brought up around children. I actually have 3 brothers of my own, and you know, friends and family have children and stuff like that. And I've always loved children, but for me, I don't want kids, or I knew that I didn't want children anytime soon, not until I was like 30 at least or something. But you know, things happen, and obviously this happened for a reason. So yeah, so yeah, my partner came down, and we kind of spoke about things, and we decided that we were going to keep it, And so what I done is, after we spoke about it, he kind of went back to work, and I phoned up the maternity unit thing, obviously like trying to get an appointment and stuff and whatever, and then yeah, that was really it. So that's how I found out that I was pregnant. Sorry, I have got stuff written down here because I am like really forgetful. So basically what happened was I got my midwife appointment and my first scan date when I was on the phone to the maternity unit. So my appointment with the midwife was on the 17th of February. So about a month later, so I was already kind of like 9 weeks by that, 9 weeks. And basically what she done was she gave me my folder, or my notes, or whatever you want to call them. They basically just come in this blue folder thing anyway. So I got that. I also had to get a blood test again. Now that was pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't do needles or anything like that. So that was quite a time, because I've never had a blood test before, to be fair. So yeah, that was quite scary. So yeah, so then I had my first scan, and up until that point I didn't actually think it was real. Like, obviously I knew that it was real, but I didn't think it was. And then when I went for my first scan, it kind of like, it clarified things, and seeing that baby inside of me moving around, my baby actually had hiccups and it was sticking its tongue out of me, bless it, little monkey. So it wouldn't stop moving, so she couldn't actually get measurements until like it calmed down. So yeah, but until like I saw the baby there, like it wasn't real. It couldn't be real. Why me? But until I saw that baby, I just kind of like, when I saw it, I was just like, oh my god, that's inside of me, that's growing in me, kind of thing. And yeah, so basically I don't go to school. So I left school when I was 15, and I went straight into work. Well, not 15, but like I was 15 in 9 months, and I already had a part-time job, because you're allowed in the UK to have a part-time job, like after school hours, obviously not too late. So I had a part-time job anyway, and I just decided when I was when it got to like November time, can't remember what date, but it was November time, and I was just like, no, I can't do this anymore, so let's go. Looking back, I do regret leaving the school, because I might not have a baby, could get more qualifications. I didn't do very well in school, actually. I didn't really go to school a lot, but yes, I left school, I went into a job, and I worked up ever since now, and now I still work. It's not as many days, but I still work, and so I am still able to provide for my child. And yeah, I did apply for college. So I applied for college in January, and I actually heard back from mum, and I got into college, but my college start date is like so college start in September, and that's when the baby's due. So I don't think I'm going to be able to go to college this year, but if it's not this year, then I'm definitely going to be going next year, because I want to become a midwife, so I want to do that as my job, so that's why I need to obviously go through college and stuff. But I think like up until next year, I'm just gonna focus on the baby and like kind of just yeah, the baby. So yeah, I'm gonna do a, because I've got quite a lot of video ideas for you guys, so I'm gonna like be filming so many videos. So if anybody has any questions, I will leave my Instagram and my Snapchat in the description box below. So if you have any questions or anything like that I didn't answer, like then just like go on and ask me questions basically. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video then give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my videos then subscribe, and I'll also click the notification bell on so that you can get notified like every time I upload a new video, so you don't miss them. Because I have got quite a lot of videos planned, so I will be uploading quite a lot. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and bye bye. Mwah.